Hey there, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll show you how you can deploy your Shopify app to one of the hosting provider that Shopify recommend. So let's start. If you go to the Shopify documentation under the apps, in here you'll see the top tabs, which is the build, design, and launch. In the design, I always recommend people to read this when you are building your app. Make sure you read the design and how you design your app, because that is the quality of the design that will make your app stand out. For example, Shopify explain a lot in here. How do you put spacing? How do you use color? How do you use app icon and stuff like that? It is very comprehensive documentation on how you design your app. Very important. Under the launch, you have a few options. Checklist, which is a checklist that you have to check before you go live. I will review this one. Pricing strategy, how you price your app, and also deployment. I will start from the middle because it is also important to deploy your app before you go live. So under the deployment, you come here and then you will read. In the general requirements, this is important. If this is the first time, I always recommend you to go through this. For example, this app requirements, go through this, all of them. For the first time, this is very important for you to understand if your app involved with the post-purchase functionality, how it should be, app listing, app performance, installation setup, stuff like that. This is very important for you to understand these things. Since this is not the first time for me, I will go straight to what I need. Deployment. From here, if you scroll down, Shopify recommend like 3 options in here. Google Cloud Run, I have not used this, I don't know how it works. Fly.io and Render is the one that I mostly go to. Fly is probably the easiest one. If you click on this, it will take you to a dedicated page for Shopify. You can see it's very simple. Fly.io, the name is simple and everything looks simple. If you scroll down, it is as easy as this. First, you install it with Brew. I already installed this. It is like Shopify CLI, but it will let you run Fly, launch, Fly, deploy, command directly in your terminal. Here is the app that I have. I already navigated to this directory. In here, you will run the same command of Fly, launch. So let's run this and see how it goes. If this is the first time, it will ask you a few questions, which do you want to use the configuration? I will say yes. Let's do that, and it's going to create the directory for me, the file that I need, and also it will ask you for some further information. It will prompt you for some of the basic configuration for the server. For example, where do you want the server, the origin of the server? For me, it is Sydney, Australia. This is the closest to me, and rest of the thing is just leave it as it is, except you just check the accept term and services, and then you just confirm the setting. It is going to confirm that directly in your terminal. You may see some error. Again, it is going to say, okay, I already have a Fly deploy. Do you want to override this? Yes, let's override this. Now you might see some error, but I'm not going to cut the video. I'm going to show you how you can fix those errors. It is not that, okay, I fix this behind the scene and later you see some error and you don't know how to fix that. You can see these are all the commands that Shopify is running to deploy the app. This is a development app, and I'm just waiting for this to see how it goes. I probably get the error, but now this is the build time and everything looks good so far. You can also check what is happening here. Okay, for example, Shopify app deploy first is going to force the configuration that you have, which means next time you don't have to deploy your app in the Shopify and then deploy your app to Fly.io, because the first time Shopify will do that for you. It will execute this Shopify app deploy command, which is already in the Docker file. Okay, it skipped the Docker file. There is a setup. Okay, these are all the things that we need. For now, everything looks good, but I do have an error in here. Now, the error is from CommonJS resolver, server only module referenced by client. This is an issue I previously had, but let me see how I can fix this using AI. I just copy the same thing. You can see if there's an error, it is going to fail. I'm going to again copy this code, and I'll go back to my code editor. In here, I will just create a new chat, and this is what I normally do. In the plan mode, I can say I am deploying my app to Fly.io for the first time, getting this error. That's it. This standard, it is going to fix my component. It's probably going to take a while to fix that, but it is the issue is clear because you are using loader and action in the store. Like this is the the component that we use in the storefront, but we also use action unloader. Let's see how it is going to fix that for me. Now that I understand the problem, it's going to fix that. I'll just wait for this. Most of the time, just accept whatever it does, and it should not be like a big change. It's going to fix this server only module for me. Yes, auto accept that. Now let's see how it goes. That looks good. Everything is okay. Let's just say yes, allow for this project. By the way, whenever like those options come, like I think yes, it is going to add a configuration to your file. Next time it will not ask for this one, but yes above mean only run for this this time. And this most of the time, I think 95% of the time, I say yes and I don't read whatever it is asking for permission. And there's an update that is coming probably soon in the cloud code that will allow you to skip all of this permission, and you can still like run it dangerously, but this new command is by default and you can skip every permission that you need in here. So it is working as expected. Now I just wait a few more minutes for this to cook in and finish the task. All right, it is done. Now I don't get any error. It is just configuration, but it is always good that you test that the app is still running and everything is functional. So yeah, this is app URL. You know where to update this setting. We discussed this previously, but that's okay. And now let's redeploy our app. By the way, if you run the same command again, it is going to rebuild the app and it's going to again ask for all the configuration. Instead, since we don't need to do that, we just do fly deploy. For the coming like deployments, this is all you need to do. Fly deploy, it is going to deploy your app, and that's all you need to do. No other configuration is required for now. Let's see how it goes. Once it deploys, your app should be available under the dashboard. For now, you can see I do have one app which is on pending. There is no suspend. These are the other two test apps which I have for my testing environment. Now this is building. Okay, looks good, no error. Okay, step 7 of 7. This was the one that was giving me an error this time. No problem, which is good. And that's the progress. It's taking a while, but that's okay. It like takes some time to deploy. It is much faster than fly.io, render.io, because in render, when I deploy my app, sometimes it takes like 5 minutes to deploy, which is a lot of like a long time. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, for now everything looks good. The machine is created. Okay, looks like okay, no machine on the app group. That's okay. By the way, sometimes your app will go in the suspend mode. That is something that you have to note. If anything goes wrong with your app, it will go in the suspend. It is not that your app is suspended. It's because there is an error and deployment was not successful. That's why it will go in the suspension mode. So for now, it looks good. And this is the URL that fly.io provided to me. Because it is the second or third time I deployed this, it has generated this random URL for me. But if you have a better naming for this one, it is always like a unique name for that. So that's okay. If I open this, I trust this URL and this is my app, and this is up and running. Now all I have to do is I just copy this and put them in my configuration. In the next deploy, my app will be live and everyone can install this, and even like Shopify reviews. That is what we will do in the next video. I hope it has been informative, and yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.